Assalamu alaikum, everybody. The final podcast of the season is officially live now.
It's
the last one?
It's the last one, bro.
Damn, man.
Yep.
Thanks for everybody for tuning in.
Time flies.
For real, like, season just started, basically.
Well, it's crazy.
Alright, first things first, charity. No matter what happens, charity always comes first. Please donate as much as you can, whenever you can. And inshallah, your good deeds will be accepted.
Yeah, Ahmad also has a separate fund starting off, like, just for his losses, so please donate
Yeah,
to that
go fund
also.
the Abbasi clip.
Trying to fund the new team.
Let's get into it, bro. This is what I wanted
So,
to.
first game, Jerusalem, Islamabad. We're going to let you guys hash that out.
I already
Yeah.
dogged them
So,
yesterday.
You guys are
I
guys
already
alright?
dogged them,
You guys
bro.
alright?
You
I
guys
already
are
dogged them
so
yesterday,
alright.
bro. Don't worry. You seen the
Watch your
pictures,
hands,
bro.
man. Don't hit him.
Don't worry, bro. I already I spanked them on the court.
Hold on. Well, I'm going to go first. I'm going to go first. Out of respect.
Nah, let me
What
go
you
first.
doing?
Can I go first?
Okay.
Can I go first? Please, bring it out.
Are you waiting? The bear!
This is the bear that we played against yesterday. This is Ahmad in the dress and everything. This is Ahmad after what I did to him yesterday.
Yo, Ahmad, how many points you have?
He can't talk. He's scared.
Oh.
He's scared. He can't talk. So Ahmad, you're just gonna hold on to that because after that atrocious performance, you're the bear. You're just a female bear. Anyway, we dogged them. Like, we started off this game pretty good. We started off, Idris gave us 2 quick threes. I don't know, they started in the zone. Clearly didn't work to start us off. Like, we hit shots to get us started. And then we just got rolling early. I don't think they had a lead the entire game. The closest they got was,
we tied it up.
yeah, 37 in the second half, and then they didn't get close after. They got close, but I would argue it was pretty comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. As a
It
team,
didn't feel close.
yeah. If at some point it felt close, when it was tied, I was like, okay, we gotta start locking in. But honestly, other than that, I feel like just defensively, like disregarding offensive rebounds, that's where we struggled. But defensively, in our matchups, like we forced horrific shots the entire way through.
Yeah.
If you look at their stats, nobody shot well. They all shot horrific. So,
Cinderella Bear, do you have anything to say?
yeah.
It's not bad, played a good game, great defense. That's all I got. That's so funny.
Oh wow, he's so sad,
Yeah,
bro. So sad.
So, Islamabad came straight out the gates, like he was saying. Idris hit 2 threes and everything opened up. And Jerusalem's offense was just so slow at the beginning. Like, it was
The whole game.
the whole half. The half ended 35-24, but just generally, like, nobody really had a great game. Bilal 5 for 15, Mana 7 for 18, the Bear 4 for 13. I do want to shout out Ahmed Saleh.
4 threes. He
Did
kept
he?
them in him.
He take your powers on.
Is that what he did, bro?
We know who took my powers.
Yeah, me. I locked that up.
You're
I locked that
the
up.
fairy
bro.
godmother took your
I
powers.
locked that up.
But,
bro. I'm sorry.
I want to give a huge shout out to Ahmed Saleh, 4 threes. He balled out. But overall, just, bro, very slow from Jerusalem. Like, even though they did have times where they cut it, Islamabad started out the second half. They maybe had like 2 points in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that gave Jerusalem a chance to hang around. But this game was not the 60-65 that you see on here. Like, Bilal hit 2 miracle threes at the end to keep him going, and Islam hit 1 3. Realistically, this was like an 8 to 10 point game, and you never really felt Jerusalem threatening to that point.
I agree.
You guys just seem really like annoyed by them the whole time. That's from what I saw. Not annoyed, but just like uncomfortable.
I'll say this much. I've been in these sorts of situations before. No other team, no other player is going to bother me. The only thing that could possibly bother me is my own teammates. If they're doing something that's on the court at a time like this that shouldn't be happening, that's the only thing that's going to get in my head.
Like I'm saying, Jerusalem didn't play the brand of basketball that I'm used to watching them play. Like Jerusalem, I always say, are the Spurs or the Patriots. They're never going to make mistakes. They wait for you to make mistakes and they capitalize. But on this time, Jerusalem was the one that made mistakes. They had 12 turnovers compared to Islamabad's 10 turnovers.
15 fouls to your guys' 9.
So they were the ones making the mistakes. It was a lot of, there was some hero ball being played. There was a lot of like quick shots that normally aren't there. They're usually like moving the ball, finding the best shot. I feel like maybe the game got to some of them, but none of them really, like I felt like really got into their groove completely. Of Of course, you shout out to Mano with 19 rebounds. He was giving
He was killing them on the glass.
He was giving Zayn and
offensive
Jared
rebounds,
a run for their money.
Yeah.
Man also had 5 blocks.
Yeah. Shout out
Jared had
Bilal.
6.
Bilal played with a dislocated shoulder out there, and he was toughing it out. And
Mano was also on a messed up ankle.
Mano's also on a messed up
A real
ankle.
messed up ankle.
Speaking of messed up ankle,
Messed
A
up
real
ankle.
messed up ankle.
on a
It's
messed up
crazy.
ankle, he had 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks.
Now,
You know what we're talking about?
On one ankle.
so but guess what I found out. So you know how Amar taped you? Guess who gave Amar the call to tape you?
Nah. Fresh cut?
He called him. He said,
You can't even be mad with that.
he said, yo,
loss.
take care of him. And then, per sources, he touched the rap before it.
Bro, look. All seriousness, bro. All seriousness. They could not guard me, bro. I was hooping, bro. I was moving yesterday on one ankle. Bro, it's flu game and Hassan's ankle game. 1A,
Who's
1B.
moving?
You shot 8
1A,
for 20.
1B.
You shot 8 for 20, but every single one of your shots were on a minimum of 2 people.
Yeah.
Minimum 2
Yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
I think it was.
A lot of the
That was
times I
kinda
had to
crazy, I'm
shoot.
not
I
gonna
had to
lie.
shoot shots because
You had to shoot him.
no,
Shoot.
like just to shoot them, and I'd go to attack and I'd be met with 2 other
You had
people.
like an 8-0 run by yourself then. The
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Also, Zayn becoming a shooter.
Bro, Kobe Shaq with the shot. Me 22, Zayn 18.
Kobe
Didn't
Shaq
even-
on the center bet? You're getting the wrong team. Wrong team, bro.
I think
Well,
Zayn has to keep this going though. We know that Zayn can shoot. When we're not saying Zayn to become a shooter and what's it called, like.
If he's open, he'll make it.
But if he's open, he has to take the shots so the bigs respect it, and then that's when his pump fakes and all his craftiness around the basket
it
is gonna
helps
work
me
out.
a lot too.
With the
if
spacing.
he's exactly
Yeah.
so that's why he got his 2 threes, because I beat my man and Mana would sit paint, so I just throw it back out to Zayn. If
And
he's
wide
hitting,
open, right?
yeah, exactly, be wide open has all the time. If he's hitting those threes, that center gets
Yeah.
out of the paint, and now I'm free to work even more.
To be honest though, after the way Jerusalem played, you guys should have won the game like a lot more comfortably. Like
I agree.
I think like Kareem, I would have liked to see a little bit more from him.
Stinker.
Not just scoring wise. Like I don't care if he scores 4 points, but he's another guy that can handle the ball other than you.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, Hassan just went on an 8-0 run. Let me get the ball and create for my teammates, or let me get the ball and get Hassan an easy look, or let me, like just feel the game out. I felt like he was getting to the basket, but he kind of just didn't know what to do at the end because of all the help and the
Plus, yeah, 'cause
crashing.
man is 6'5",
Exactly,
waiting
for
him.
sure.
Yeah, Mana definitely flushed
But
his.
I think he's going to be a very key piece in the foreshadowing of the championship.
You need at least 2 threes from him.
we can't look over this. We got to shout out Jared. 12 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 6 blocks.
Yeah,
6
and
blocks.
they told
Can
me
you
that
ask for any
the
more?
ones that come off the backboard kind of 2, so
Can you ask for any
Yeah,
more
yeah,
from a
that's
player?
game.
I thought, is that the real block by James? On LeBron?
On Bilal is coming.
On LeBron?
Look,
That is not LeBron. It's Kobe. You went over this.
so look, there's a little bit of beef in the Abbasi clan right now. They
Give
don't.
him some time.
There's heads clashing right now. You might not see a Abbasi team next season. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all we're saying.
Per sources. Allegedly.
Allegedly. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like we really shut them down defensively. I think all their points were second chance points off rebounds. So if we just, proceed, just literally just play good defense like we're playing now, like we're forcing horrific. Look, 4 for 13, 7 for 18, 5 for 15. Nobody shot well on the team.
There's rebounds, I think.
No, exactly. That's what it was.
Sorry.
All their points were second chance points because we got out rebounded, and I think that's partially because we had Jared on the 3 most of the game. So Jared's guarding a guard the whole game, whereas he's usually down low.
Yeah.
So Zayn is banging out with those rebounds alone. So now when we're going forward, we have him down there. I don't think we'll be getting out rebounded, and we'll still be the same defensively. So I think moving forward, we'll definitely be a threat for the next game.
I don't think there's any beef within the Abbasi family. I think there's just extreme accountability. Criticism and accountability.
Be happy, man. You guys had a good season. You guys had
Oh,
a
yeah.
good run.
Finals?
Clap it up for Jerusalem. Clap it up for Jerusalem. Alma, could you clap the bear?
That's one of these. Doesn't work.
It's literally from Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, doesn't work.
I found you there, bro.
Is that your New Jersey color? Oh, okay.
All right, Alexandria Delhi.
Is there much to talk about?
No.
Bro, Delhi, like, at first,
Bro, the first
they had-
5 minutes, I was
first
so
5 minutes,
happy.
there was, like,
so
some
happy.
energy.
Yeah,
They brought,
man.
like, all of ICPC. Like, right
Lewis-
before
oh,
Ramadan, they were
Lewis
right
came
there.
too.
Kyrie. decided to show up. We kept bringing up his name. Made an appearance.
I was honestly a little scared that Lewis showing up to this game. I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention to the game, but if I was just a little scared. I'm not sure if this is what happened, but I was a little scared that him coming to this game would ruin the chemistry and the kind of flow you guys had going for you guys.
That's what I'm not gonna lie. I agree. I felt the same thing when look. You can't play a whole season
without
a certain way.
Yeah.
And then bring in another Super Bowl dominant player at the end,
Literally the last game.
and then expect it to play the same.
Yeah.
I have nothing against Lewis. That we all know he's a great player, but I think it hurt them more than it helped them having him on the team.
Yeah, I mean, they started off with energy. Like, they tried to stay with Alexandria, but, like, in the end, like, too much talent, too much athleticism, too much energy. Like, in the end, you know, those couple mistakes here and there, and you look up and it's a 10-point lead, and then after that, you just...
That's the type of game you're going to have against
Alexandria. Yeah, you literally blink and it's 12 points.
You have to be extremely disciplined against this type of team.
For
you
sure.
can't, you can't let them get in your head, and two, you got to play your role.
You got to be calm, especially against the team.
At your own pace, at your own speed.
Yeah, just because they're pressing you, don't rush it or anything.
When you get, like, Yahya, like 1-3, Kareem 3 threes, Hobby 2 threes, like
they were hitting when they needed to.
I'm saying now, if you get the guards hitting 6 to 7 threes
they're hard to stop.
You know,
Wednesday
comes onto the court. He already started off with 10 and 10 before the game started.
I swear they just put him in for that.
You know, Musa's chilling right now, like 5 for 8. He's worried about his hair right now. He's trying to make sure he brushes it and everything.
Thank God Jay got
a cut.
Thank God I'm happy for him.
He looked a little more aerodynamic. Yeah.
For
Musa,
he had an and one and
Musa.
Oh, when
thought it was a great idea to look the ref dead in the eye 3 times, scream like bro. Once, maybe twice. The third time, what did you?
Probably should have said it one more time. I didn't hear it, to be honest.
Sure. I think it was an and one too. To be fair, he probably did get fouled.
Yeah, but
40
at that point.
They told me Splash left the Ice BC jersey in the wash, so we knew this was gonna happen.
That's what you were talking
about. Bro, I watched like
and
7 minutes of this
Chef
game.
Q, no appearance.
Bro,
I was busy.
Look, bro, like we do gotta give respect to where respect is due. 2 for 6, 2 and 6. They were at the end of the season off. What seed were they?
12th, 11th, something like that.
Bro. Nobody expected them to make this deep of a run.
We got to give them, props where props is due, bro. Like a lot of respect for this team, bro. I have to
say, I'm not like I said, I didn't watch too much of this game, but like Delhi definitely didn't even come to play too much offense either. They're usually a way better 3-point shooting team, especially, and they came out and shot 3 for 19.
They drove on in.
Horrendous. Yeah. So
I think once they just saw, we're down 20, they just lost.
Yeah,
defeat you.
Once you're down 17-20, you're just like, oh my god, I want to come back, and everybody's supporting you, and it's like you kind of start getting in your head, and just some of it wasn't falling. Like Mohammed was 4 for 5 from 3 last game. That's 0 for 1. Like.
It was simple. You gotta sense the momentum change or the momentum push that the other team has. Yeah. There was a part in my game where their team went up by like 11, and immediately we just had to recoup, call a timeout.
I think that's the most important thing.
And they started
I think what just based on his point, what wins these games. Like what wins these games or keeps them is when you call the timeout.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Even if sometimes they'll score 2 points or 4 points, you need to call a timeout because the momentum it's building up and you have 4, you have 2.5. They should be used.
Did you see the Lewis tech? Lewis got a tech first minute.
I think he cursed. That's what I think. I heard he cursed.
Things like that. I heard. It's like I always say with Abbas, he's like. Can't make mistakes against Alexandria. Like you need to play a perfect game.
They're gonna punish you.
You can't go first play. You already gave them 3 free points. Like
you seriously,
But bro, shout out Mohammed, balled out through this playoff run.
He
Splash with his best game I think in a long time. 26 against Mecca to upset them. Shout out newcomers Ian Felix, and shout out a most improved. Recommendation, Hamza Abdul Ghani.
Shooter.
Yeah.
Contender.
He played before this? He's not a rookie?
No, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
He's a rookie.
He surprised a lot of people, though. So.
I mean, most improved throughout the season. He started off.
I really like how he started
off really slow.
Yeah, they had a good season overall, I think.
We gotta give him the cups. We got a lot of respect for that, Shabab.
Need a little bit more diet out of you, Muhammad. Need a little bit more diet out of you.
You know why, bro? He didn't take the video. I've been something at Alexandria. He did it for Granada now, and they won.
Yeah. Just don't make
Tough
any
stuff.
God for
Great
Hassan's team.
season, bro.
On the loss.
Great season, bro.
Yeah, Alexandria
No, nobody
continuing a crazy run.
Uh-huh.
They have the biggest game ahead of them, and they're definitely by far their biggest test.
I mean, this is it.
Yeah, so
That's all that's left.
Finals
it's
game.
not, yeah, technically,
Win
it's
or
not
go
even a
home.
test anymore. That's it. You leave it all out there.
Alexandria versus Islamabad. We've been talking about this in the WhatsApp chat since the
This
start
has
of the
been
playoffs.
going on since like week 2.
We
This
were like,
conversation.
can we just skip the whole
Alexandria
playoffs and get
you
to
guys.
Alexandria Islamabad?
Are you ready? Like, are you hyped? Like, what's going on for you right now?
Bro, there's no more talking. I'm not talking no more.
Oh, no.
I'm not talking in the chat.
Whatever.
I'm not talking. Just game. That's it. I'm waiting for one. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying I'm coming to hoop. If you ask me who I think is gonna win, I'm gonna say our team. Simple. No more. I'm
But
done.
are you ready for the claps? Are you ready for that? He's gonna get in your head. He's gonna get in your face.
Who's gonna get him?
All of them, man. Every single one of them.
So, Amr, what's your
It's
take
gonna be a
on
good game.
Alexandria
A clean
Islamabad?
game.
Give me the
Good clean
basketball analysis.
So this is what it is. If you look at Alexandria's stats this last week, they need a very similar game in terms of output. Everyone on the floor were hitting threes, especially when they needed it. 40% from the three as a team is crazy. We know they're that three-headed monster between Wejdi, Jay, and Musa. But then the other guys were also hitting when they needed to be hitting, and that's exactly what you need. And they're going to have to do that against a team like Islamabad. Islamabad has great help defense, and they have great size, and they have great just one-on-one defenders. So if you don't, I just played them right at this yesterday, and man, I could attest to their defense, their defensive prowess. And like they're saying, it's not wrong. They're not wrong by saying a lot of our points came on second chance. So you're going to have to find a way to defeat that defense. You have to come in with a strategy to overcome that defense. It's not as simple as we're these guys, yeah, Wedge D, whatever, you're really good, yeah, mashallah, but the usual is not going to work against this team. It's not going to work. It made our team fall apart for sure offensively, and I won't be surprised at all if the same happens to you
They
guys.
play very similar types of defense. It's very like, Wedge DJ help and Jared Zane help, and it's kind of like on the guards to guard on the perimeter and kind of force them into the
They
help.
want them to go to the bigs.
Yeah, so I think a lot of this game is going to be relying on those shooters, like Ahmad is saying, because once Hobby and Yahya and Kareem, if they could hit those threes, now
It causes problems.
there's a second thought where Hassan or maybe Kareem, they're going to have to think like, oh, he just hit one, I might have to go come out, and then that's where the space comes in for Jay and Moose and Wedge D and things like that. And on the same thing for Hassan, once, like we always say, they press really, really high. So once Hassan breaks that first line of defense and the help comes, it's going to be very, very important. Idris is going to have to come out just like he came out. He's going to have to give you those 3 to 4 threes. Kareem is going to be the X factor of this game.
It's all on him.
Honestly, like, we
Not
can
all.
say Hassan's going to have his 20 points. We can say Wedgie's going to have his 20 points. Moose is going to play. Zayn is going to play. But Kareem is the one that's going to have to be that second creator to be able to find the guards, put some pressure off of Hassan, maybe give you those 10 to 12 points.
Make some shot,
When the game gets slow, just like when it got slow and it got close to them, it's going to be on Kareem. And I'm going to keep saying it. He had a finals chance last year. He didn't look like himself. I think he's going to show up this game.
To be honest, I don't agree too much with that. I honestly, yeah, sure, Kareem's going to have to show up. Like, this is the finals. You leave it all out there, like I said. But if I'm being honest, the biggest reason they won that game, and it wasn't even close, was just no matter what we threw at Hassan, he just defeated it. So it's going to be more of the same. It's going to be more of the same.
Alexander is just more athletic.
Then you get it.
That's fine. That's fine. I still don't think it does anything to Hassan.
My thing is, what Mana just did against you guys.
That's a scary thing.
Mana
rebound.
killed you guys and single-handedly put them in that game against you guys. So it's on the board for you guys. Exactly.
So Islamabad's gonna have to come in with their own strategy, and because Alexandria is no slouch, and they prove that. Like the teams they need to destroy, they are destroying with flying colors. So they're no slouch, and Islamabad definitely knows that. They're gonna have to come up with their own strategy, dominate the boards, dominate on defensively, because they're dropping 80 points a game.
And one thing you can count on is Alexandria's. They could miss every single three, but they're going in for those boards. That's how they live off of.
Yep.
That's how half their points come. Just straight little nitpicky points, grab the rebound, go up. So it's going to be on, It's going to be on Islamabad. They can't give them any easy points like that.
Just box out, and I think you can win this. Because there's no other way I see you guys losing. I mean, winning if you don't box out.
No, I agree. I think a lot of the chance come off second chance points. And as I said before, I think the reason we got out-rebounded a lot is because one of our main rebounders
Jared
was stuck in the three.
Yeah.
So now this time we're going to have Jared obviously guarding one of their 3 forwards. And he's going to be banging out with him down low. So now that I think there's another body to help Zayn down there, and then we're going to stress as a team. The ball goes up, everybody go in. Everybody go get the board. It's going to be hard, jumping with Jay or Wedgley, but as if you can just tap it,
Hit the ball,
yeah, exactly. Try to get it out of their hands, it'll be fine. So essentially, it's just who gets tired first and who starts to get sloppy and lazy first. I don't think it'll be
interesting
us.
though. You got the 2 highest flyers in the league. We might catch a little, a little LeBron block, a little body somewhere. I don't know if Jay and Jared beat up there.
That's gonna be the greatest picture I'll ever take in my whole life.
I'm gonna
Right at
all the
apex.
camera phones are gonna be out.
No, but that's definitely it's gonna be the same with Islamabad. They're gonna rely on those 3, Zayn, Hassan, and Jared. But what I think the difference is gonna be in this game, and the reason why I have to predict the team that just beat us and the team that was undefeated all season, I think is because no matter what you might think going into this game, Hassan and Jared especially will still find a way to surprise you.
Yeah. According to sources, Hassan doesn't even drive himself to games, not to tire out his free throw shot. So he has people driving him 2 games, so then he doesn't, get tired. Use his leg maybe for the breaks.
You're horrible.
Use his arm for maybe like a shot or 2. So
Hey, it's working.
you're gonna have to make sure that limo driver is there for. You're gonna have to make sure the limo driver is there for the championship game.
I told you you can't drive.
He'll be there.
He'll be there. All right, I'm just making sure.
He'll be there.
Damn, yo, it's the last game of the season.
Last game of the season. Awesome season.
No, you guys didn't predict.
But
Okay.
I'm gonna go from now.
So like I just said, Islamabad by lucky number 7.
Jose.
I'm not saying nothing.
All right. It's gonna be a good game. Alexandria is just way too good at everything.
Okay.
But I want you to prove me right when I say you guys win by 3, because I believe in you, and you've been doing this for a long time now. You won last season. You could go back to back right here. So make something happen.
And you know me, bro. I've been a villain since day 1.
That's crazy.
Scumbag.
Big
That
Moose,
is crazy.
Jay, Wedgley. I'm coming on the bench, baby.
I speak
Listen,
for the league when I said we
this
want
is-
Alexandria to lose.
This is what I
I
think.
so love him.
I think it's very reliant on Hassan, and I hope he proves me wrong, but I don't. I feel like it's gonna be way too much pressure on him to just bang with 4 super athletic dudes, and I'm just gonna have to go Alexandria by 6.
Pause.
It is gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot on you. So you got to go literally LeBron if you want to win.
I think Alexandria by 6. That's what I think.
Islamabad by 3.
Honestly, it's a respectable take. Alexandria, honestly, I know we made you guys out to be the villains, but we'll give you guys your flowers at the end of the day, regardless of what happens next week.
You guys talk and you guys play. You guys are just great.
Allegedly, fresh cut Musa is a thing.
They back it up. But their whole team got a cut. Their
I'm
whole team
I'm
got
getting
a
a cut
cut.
on Tuesday.
All right, and I just wanted to real quick before we finish, before the championship game, we're gonna have the 3-point contest, right? It's gonna be 1 contestant from each team
Before the game.
before the game. Defending champion Alma, make sure you take his
Let me
crown.
tell you-
Winner
let me tell
actually
you-
gets
let me
that
tell you
teddy
who's
bear as
show-
well.
Let me show you
So,
who's showing up.
yeah, guys, come out and watch. It's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna be shooting on both sides, so not only one side is gonna be.
No,
going.
No.
Isn't it?
We,
That's
no
what I heard.
way.
I think
There's more contestants.
right. There's gonna be more contestants.
It's actually
Yeah, but you
so
want
whack.
everyone
But
to watch
aren't you shooting a minute? Isn't it
I
a
don't
minute?
know the
I don't know
details,
the
but I just know
details
there's
so
gonna be a 3-point contest before,
Right,
and there's
so
also
dumb. What if you want to watch 2 people? shoot?
All-Star game is gonna be after.
No, All-Star game definitely is after the championship.
Yeah, All-Star game is
Has
gonna be
to
after the championship, so the All-Stars are gonna be there. All the 3-point contestants are gonna be there, and just
Come
everybody
through,
come through.
Show up.
It's not even about the game. Like, yes, obviously the game is gonna be awesome, but just to make a huge fun crowd and celebrate the season and celebrate a successful season, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And
We
yeah,
gotta say that the last season we had at Hoop Heaven, God, that championship was so boring. There was
yeah,
no
it
one
was
in attendance.
terrible.
There was 3 guys there, so
So,
everyone
come on,
better show
fellas.
up, man.
Everybody
Let's make it
come
fun.
through. Yeah, make it like what you
Just
guys
come
want
chill
to
with
make a
your friends,
championship
dude.
game
Just
is.
come chill, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, that is the final podcast of the year.
Here we are.
Assalamu alaikum.